guys, so in this video I'm going to be showing you how I reattach my sister locks when they break off. And I'm also going to demonstrate it on my sister's hair because she had lost some locks too. I just wanted to do a little disclaimer just to let you guys know. I am not a sister lock consultant. I wasn't taught this by anybody affiliated with the Sister Locks brand. This is just what I learned off of YouTube that works for me. And if you notice little crackers all over my clothes, it's because of the baby. I just want to also give credit to Danielle Locks. It was her video that I watched that showed me how to reattach locks, and I practiced it, and it worked for me with my locks. So that's the method that I'm going to be using in this video to show you guys how I do it with the sister locks. Sister locks is a little bit different than traditional locks, but it worked. So here we go. Hi guys, I am preparing some locks to do some reattachments in my sister's hair. What I show you guys, I wanted to show you guys the locks before and after. So if you can see, this is the lock. What I do before I reattach it is I unravel a portion of the tip of it, and then I use that to braid into the hair that I'm going to reattach it in. This is what it looks like when as you can see, when I unravel it, I leave a certain portion out so that I can use that portion to braid into the loose hair that I'm going to take to make a lock in. So I will show you guys how I do that later on, but this is how I prepare the hair for the lock reattachment. So how I get this hair is I'm combining some of my sister locks because my sister locks are very thick and it's very hard to put them in one. So I'm starting to do some combining in my hair because ain't nobody got time for migraines. So like I want to be able to put my hair up and I can't. Like if I put my hair up, it really hurts and I have to take it out because it's just enough. So I figure if I combine it, it will thin it out a bit so that I can have a good ponytail. And what I've done to get these hairs is I cut off the double-headed dragons, sorry, that's what they call it. So once my roots has been established for the two locks to combine to one, I take out the part that's still separated and I just cut off one of them and I use them for future reattachments. I know some people don't believe in saving your locks, blah, 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 but I do. All right, and I will show you guys how to do that later. As you can see, this is the portion of hair that's loose that the lock broke off of that I am going to be reattaching. So this is the before, and I'll show you guys the after when I'm done. Okay, guys, so instead of making that hair one lock, I split it in two and reestablished two locks so that she has some fullness when it grows. And I'm trying to get a clearer picture for you guys. This phone is, so it's better. So I'm not sure if you can see, but you can kind of detect the braided, where I braided it in, and then as you can see, it's like barely detectable, and it just blends into your lock so nice. And now she has two locks where she had none. So the third and final lock that I'm going to reestablish for my sister, I'm going to do a lock extension on this baby. So this is the before, and I'll show you guys the after. Alright guys, so this is the hair. This is the portion of hair that I'm going to be working with. And this is the lock that I'm going to reattach. So start off by splitting it into two. And you're going to cane row it or corn row it into this hair. I like to put it up on top. Then I take my two, 1, 2, and I cane row it in. And it depends on how long a hair you're working with. This portion was short, so you really have to catch it. Then I lower the lock onto the shortest piece, and I continue to braid and just include the lock into that braid. Lean forward again. Then I take it down with my hands and I braid it all the way along the lock. Still using the plait, 3 pieces to plait around. So you zoom out a little bit so them can see it. Yeah, and I braid it all along the lock now. And I'll show you guys what happens once I get to the very end of the lock, of the braid, I should say. Once you get to the point where you can no longer braid around the lock, the little pieces that are sticking out, you're just gonna take the lock into your hands like that, and you're just gonna rub it. You're just gonna rub it. And you're just gonna rub it. And once you're finished rubbing, you see that? You have established the lock, and you can find no hair sticking out. Voila! Okay guys, so I'm gonna show you how I use that same method to reattach locks in my own hair, alright? So come, let me go show you. For my own reattachment, I'm gonna be using this portion of my hair, can you see it? To reestablish a lock. And I'll show you guys how I do that. So I usually would be in front of a mirror. My lovely niece is doing the videoing for me. So I take the same method. I split the lock into 2 and try not to zoom in too close. And I'm gonna then take my own hair. So I have unraveled the hair that I want to do. I turn the hair this way. I try to get, it's tricky to get the lock to stay up top, but that's what I do. I don't know if Kiva can show you, but hold on. I start to camo it in. Into my own hair. Then I flip the lock. Taking care to do that. And I braid it. I braid it along. And it doesn't hurt. This method does not hurt. It's not tight. It's not too tight. You can control the tightness, the comfort, whatever suits you. And if you lose a touch of the hair that you're doing, you can always come close to the mirror to see it again, like I just did. Sometimes when you're braiding, one end gets a bit more thinned out than the other, so then you just borrow some hair from the other piece, like I'm doing, and make it thick again so that you can start braiding. And I braid down, go all the way down until I come to the very end of the hair. And you can usually feel, you don't always have to see, but once again, if you want to see, you can come close to your mirror to gauge just how far down you have to go. And then once you get to the end again, you're gonna palm roll. And there's your lock. You've established your lock. Thanks for watching.